Hey everybody, it's Eddie from NorCal Gun Vault. I got a thing that came up over a couple day trip last weekend that I wanted to, that kind of came to mind. I thought something I could cover for you guys. Um, we often talk about being prepared, stop the bleed. We have trauma kits, all this stuff for major injuries, but you know, minor first aid kits are really handy when you travel because if something happens, you stub your toe, cut your finger, snag something, you burn something, you kind of want something to hopefully alleviate some of that without having to go to urgent care. Because if you're staying in a hotel, you pretty much got what you got. So what I carry whenever we travel is I call it a boo-boo kit. You can call it a cut kit, finger kit, whatever you want to call it. But it's just something so that you can take care of minor scrapes and cuts, to either get you to urgent care if it needs something more intense for treatment. But for the minor stuff, this will cover most of it for me. So I also carry some sunblock in there in case I need it for anything. I don't have any here, but I also carry baby wipes, and I'll go over how I use baby wipes. One, it's good for just cleaning, general cleaning off stuff. Two, it'll get blood out of a white cotton t-shirt. So you get an injury, you always want to make sure you clean it before you seal it or before you close it up. So I have these little eyedroppers, and they're all marked. I have isopropyl alcohol, I have betadine, and I have hydrogen peroxide, depending on what I need to clean whatever the injury is. Clean it off. I also have alcohol prep pads, and then I have a sterile saline wipe if you're just trying to clean a larger area, and then using the alcohol or astringents to clean the wound before you start to close it. So one of the things that you want to do is control bleeding. So I have basically just sterile gauze pads, the non-stick kind, so you can put it on the wound. I have rolled gauze in case you have to kind of make a small pad to do some pressure. And then I have some, they call this adhesive athletic tape, but it's the stretchy kind that goes on when you get your blood drawn or whatever, and they put it around your arm. It's just good because it doesn't stick to a lot of stuff, doesn't pull off a lot of hair, but it'll hold the bandage in place until you can get maybe more permanent, or you get it under control and you can replace it with something like a Band-Aid or something, which is also something I carry. For closing up a wound, I have Steri-Strips, which are just a little butterfly bandages that'll go across a wound to hold it in place. There's other little bit more for bigger wounds. There's other ones you can get, and I can show you those in another video. Most of this came out of this med pack. It's called a Finger Cuts med pack. Another thing in here is a digit tourniquet. Not a lot of people think about this, but if you severely cut a finger, it's hard to get a tourniquet on that. So to control the bleeding, you may put something like this. And again, it's a digit tourniquet. It came in the finger cut kit, but I've got a couple extra that I got off of Amazon. But you just put it on your finger, and it goes on so tight that it'll help control bleeding. So I have the rolled gauze. I got this. I have the tourniquet. I also have finger cots. Once you get it bandaged up, you can run these little finger cots over there. They look like little fingers cut off of rubber gloves, but you can put them over it so that you can wash after properly, shower, whatever you need to do without interfering with the bandage or getting the bandage wet, which could compromise the treatment on it. I also have some quick clot gauze if it's a little bit more advanced bleeding. I don't like the pour in kind. It would work in a pinch, but the gauze works much more effectively at controlling the bleeding because it controls it right there at the source. And then for stitching it up, I also have liquid skin, just a couple little bottles of liquid skin. It's super glue basically to close it up if I needed just to close it up for that. One final thing I carry is electrolytes, because just in case you get into a situation that has nothing to do with finger cuts, but maybe you're exerting yourself. The heat right now is really bad. I also keep electrolytes. MTN Ops makes these straight to mouth packs. You pour it in your mouth, you take a drink of water, and you'll get some electrolytes really fast. because if it affects a lack of electrolytes will affect your thinking, affect your body in ways that just straight water is not going to help recover. So this will help you recover from that. I keep it all in a Ziploc bag for my astringents so that they don't leak into everything else. And then I carry everything else in just a little zipper pouch like this. So it'll go into my suitcase, into my backpack, whatever I needed to go into. There's no sharp objects in here, so I could take this on a plane if I needed to, if I was just doing a carry-on. The baby wipes, again, the unique thing about baby wipes, and I learned this from my mom last year when we went to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and she cut herself and it bled onto a white cotton t-shirt. She used the baby wipes, like 3 or 4 of them, and just kept wiping it. And because it was a new stain, she got all the blood out. A white cotton t-shirt, she got every bit of blood out of it. There was no stain in it whatsoever. Baby wipes are a miracle. So anyway, like and subscribe. Let's get this rolling. I want to bring stuff to you that you want to hear about. In the comments below, if you've got something you'd like me to cover, please put it down. I'll look into researching it so I can cover it for you. Any kind of incidents you're like, hey, what if this happened? What would you recommend? Give me some of that. And I want to know what you want to hear about so we can get this channel rolling and just get you guys more prepared. So be safe. Thank you. Stay safe. Like, subscribe. We'll talk to you next time.